The following is a presentation of TFNN. It is now time for the Diagnostic Trading Hour with your host, Darrell Martin. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Darrell Martin.
All right, folks, welcome back here to the Diagnostic Trading Hour. And let's check out where the markets are at today. Right now, we have ES is down 4.5 points. We have the Russell is currently down right now 2.5. We have the NASDAQ down 12.5, and the Dow's down 56 points on the day. We'll get on over at copper. Copper is currently down a little over 1%. Gold is currently down. What do we got? Down $1.30. So just down a little bit right now. We got silver down 0.5% on the day. Natural gas is up slightly, just up 0.5% right there. We got corn down 17 points. We got soybeans are flat on the day, unchanged. And looking on over at our pound dollar, going to the FX pairs, we got pound dollar up 44 pips, euro dollar down 108, dollar franc up 55, US yen down 7, euro yen down 122. We got the euro pound right now is currently down 91 pips on the day, with the Aussie yen down 42 and the Aussie dollar down 32. So got some nice movement there in the euro pound, not something we see often, but of course that euro driving that with the euro yen, euro dollar, all those having some pretty big moves this week, and it's been pretty wild. Just the last couple days on euro dollars had some great moves. We'll get over at euro franc, got it down 21 pips. Pound franc is currently down, 32 pips. Pardon me there. Dollar CAD is down 5 pips. Looking at oil is down over 1.6% right now, down 77 cents on the day. Checking out our bond market. Bond markets are slightly positive, as well as King Dollar is stronger on most of the pairs. And is slightly positive right there on the DX, which I'd say is definitely in my top 5 of all tradable futures contracts. It's just a smooth trading instrument. All right. So that catches us up on where the daily market wrap is. And let's see here. What do we got going on? If I can get this up, I'll go over a couple things with you. And there it is. Come on, get over. Once I got that up, sorry about that. And pulling up 2 more things. Okay. I don't know why that's popped on top there. Let's just pull that back over. All right. Okay, so what we have today, we got the market review here, the European stocks. Sorry for the sound pop there. I think that's me going from mute to unmute. Sneezing a few times. So, and sorry, operator is talking to me. I don't know what if I need to do, if I need to stop the show, if I need to keep going. So, all right, market review. What are the markets at right now? Okay, so we got the markets covered. European stock indices post best quarter in years. So European stock indices are doing very well. That sort of helps that they're inflating the crap, or out of their currency by printing like crazy. So of course they would be doing the best they've been doing in years. That should not be a surprise. That's also something to think about. If you're looking at FTSE, if you're looking at DAX. So let's see. I don't know if we might start adding those over. Yeah, we'll have to get in and get those done. All right, hold on, everybody. There may be some pops because I'm going to unplug and replug everything. that any better? Okay. All right, so we got the market. Apologize for the connection, just some technical difficulties there. All right, so European stock indices obviously doing very well. That to be expected with European, currency doing absolutely horrible. The Forex Euro, like I said, next headline: Forex Euro falls, set to a point worst quarter ever. Are you getting the correlation? Okay, worst quarter ever. Dollar best since 2008. Okay, well, what do we do in 2008? We started pumping money. Actually, in 2009, we went to full throttle pumping, okay, right? And now, Europe is pumping money, and we're scaling back, okay? From our QE program, and they started their QE program. So notice their market starts flying up as they start inflating their currency, which means the market isn't really flying up in a sense of like it being more valuable on earnings, on whatever. Now earnings will look better because they're inflating their currency, okay? But if you go in and you go, what was the price at the rate of the euro now versus what was the price in whatever year was supposedly the high of the rate of the euro then, has there really been a change in value for your, if you were in Europe, for your euros that you had? I bought 20 shares at this many euros. Now I have 20 shares and it's worth so much more, but what are my euros worth if I cash it out? Okay, so it just we're sort of seeing them almost doing what we did in 2009 to really push theirs up. And the idea is they push theirs up while we scale ours down. They do it at the exact same time as we scale ours down. They dump QE in, and their thriving economy, inflated economy, okay, help spill back over as we scale ours down. And ours picks back up at the time that they turn theirs off, and then ours is doing so well without the QE that it's able to spill back over and help them out in the long run. So it's this, fine little dance that all of the different head of the treasuries are, or not treasuries, but head of the Fed funds and all that, the Federal Reserves of the world are trying to pull off of the G10. Okay, and they may be doing a good job when it's all said and done. We'll see. If they balance it out, maybe it works. Maybe it all comes crashing to nothing. But the problem is they can always inflate or deflate to resolve different kinds of crashes. So, but that's the basically the dance I see between the European market and the stocks and the U.S. market and the stocks, and now how the U.S. market is stepping back and they're stepping forward and la-di-da. All right, consumer confidence in the U.S. Climbing to the second highest number since 2007. Well, that's scary because remember what happened in 2007? That's when the crash started at the end to go into 2008. But I'm glad everybody's happy. Enjoy the moment. The market opened on a pretty weak note. The NASDAQ broke. The New York Stock Exchange broke right after the Chicago PMI came on out. And gold, third quarter loss is expected as the U.S. rate drags down. That all depends upon, of course, what they do on the interest rate. But if they drop the interest rate, that makes, if they raise the interest rate, that makes the dollar more valuable. That should pull gold down in value. And the rumor mill, whatever, is not first or second quarter, but it's third quarter. It's in September. As that is when, that's through the Goldman reports and everything else, that's when they expect there to be like a raise of the interest rate by some amount. Okay? So that is sort of what's looming over gold on making it just not skyrocket up because, of course, if the dollars are worth more, you don't need as many. And if there's more interest, it's worth holding those dollars more. So therefore, the dollars become more valuable. And therefore, however you want to determine value. And so with that extra value in the dollar, it takes less of those dollars to buy anything. So, all right. So some movement and some news and some things we got going on. We'll do a chart time here in a moment. Let me see if I can show you something else. Had a good weekend. My daughter, a lot of y'all know, she, we all ride horses out here. We're in Texas. Yes, we really do ride horses. And we have a few horses. We got an Arabian. We got a quarter horse paint. And we got an Andalusian quarter horse as well. And the big Andalusian one's mine. He is a big horse. Anyway, so my daughter went out to her first official rodeo this past weekend, and on Saturday there, and she was actually able to win. She won 4th place in barrel racing. She's 8 years old, so that was pretty cool. And my son, even, we found out he could attend, and basically she led him around on a lead line rope, and he qualified for, like a little, ribbon. So obviously all the little bitty kids get a ribbon if they're under, what I want to say it's under 4. There's like Pee Wee, there's like junior Pee Wee, which is like 4 to 6, and then there's like Pee Wee, which is 6 to 8. That's where my daughter's in, and then my son, that's basically 0 to 4, and that's where they lead line him around everywhere, and they have a ton of fun. He was pretty upset that we made him get off the horse. He did not want to share the horse after he got on there, and so I'm like, creating another one full of trouble there. But anyway, so we'll check some stuff out. Maybe I can find some pictures and I'll put them up there. I'll show you. But I'm proud of her. She's been working really hard, and she goes out there, and if she falls off, if she has some tough grit right there, she gets right back up and hops back on that horse. And I've only seen her fall off once, but she was literally back on the horse within minutes and going again. So. And it wasn't even her fault. She had to adjust a couple of things on her tack, and we went back in and got that down right for her. And once we did all that, then she was solid and ready to go. But I was just proud of her because, obviously it never feels good to fall down, just like in trading, and it hurts. And but she didn't let that stop her, And she said, "Hey, what could I have done better?" Oh, there was a couple things. She was leaning into the horse. She was going too fast. By leading into the horse, it's sort of like a racehorse. So you lead in to make it go faster. So she realized that, hey, she needed to, stay more upright. And so that was one thing she could fix. Her stirrup wasn't quite where it needed to be, so she needed to adjust that tack. She needed to tighten up the chin strap on the reins. And by doing that, she had more control of the horse, so she could stop him easier, even if she was accidentally leaning forward. So she found basically 2 areas that she could adjust on her way that she was handling, the horse, and then one thing that she could adjust herself on her posture. And next run after that, she went in and she used that and took 4th place. So she literally fell off, and then the next run she won. So at the same rodeo, and I've never even seen her fall off a horse, and so I had no idea. I'm like, oh no, is this gonna run her? And boom, she was right back up. And the horse did a great job. He hopped around and he made sure he did not step on her. And so I was proud of him for that. He's a good horse, and went out of his way to not step on her. And she did great. Learned a lot. All right, we'll be back right after this.
Darrell Martin coined the phrase diagnostic trading, and we're happy to announce that his diagnostic box spread analyzer has finally been released. The Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer helps you easily identify the best box spreads on Nadex in seconds, plus you receive access to the diagnostic deviation levels, as well as step-by-step training videos teaching you how to trade Nadex spreads so you can quickly master the mechanics of this simple yet powerful trading instrument. By pulling live data from the Nadex exchange, the Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer does all the math for you, calculating risk, reward potential, distance to break even for both outright spreads and spreads used to hedge the underlying market. Visit the front page of TFNN.com today to get your 2-week free trial to Darrell Martin's Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer and gain access to the valuable information it can provide when trading the Nadex box spreads. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN, and you'll find The Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now.
With the launch of Tiger TV, TFNN has brought our programming to the next level. With Tiger TV, you can gain access to each host's charts and computer screens as they host their daily stock program. Whether it's Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, David White, Larry Pesavento, Andy Hecht, Thinkorswim, or Darrell Martin, you can catch all of our technicians hosting their programs live and archived on Tiger TV for your viewing pleasure 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you haven't checked out Tiger TV, then visit TFNN.com and see what you're missing. Darrell takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
All right, I found the easiest place to find him. I tried to pull up my phone, but that's apparently a lot harder to do than I thought. So here she is. She's out, getting all ready right there for the barrel racing. That's my daughter, and that's her horse Hank. And so she's all flying around and turning them every which way, having a good time. And there's her riding out on the pasture. So out at our ranch, and she just loves going out there. And she got her. Yeah, she's now like galloping out there and running like crazy, like the wind. So just flying down there, her hat flying off. And then I think one of the best pictures, of course, she's leading her brother, which is really cute, around the poles and all that stuff, so he can earn her little ribbon. And this is the best picture where he's very upset that he has to stop trading for the day. This sort of looks like a lot of traders when holidays come up and the markets aren't open and they can't place trades. So, I think trading is probably one of the only occupations where we often get upset when there's a holiday around. Right? We don't want to get off the horse. So, but it's good to get off the horse. You need to take a little break, enjoy yourself. You gotta have fun doing it. And but he definitely has fun doing it, and so we're gonna have to bring at least 2 horses now to every rodeo because he's upset when he has to share it with his sister, and he wants to just stay on the horse for like 8 hours straight. But anyways, good stuff, fun stuff, a lot of good family time, and a lot of little lessons in there, such as hey, when you get knocked off, when you get knocked off of trade, you lose on the trade. Don't just look at what should have been. Well, the saddle should have been like this, and the rein should have been like that. And I need a better bit. I mean, these are all things we did. We improved the bit. We went and got a new bit. One of the cowboys there, he actually trains girls for high school rodeos, and he's like, try this bit. We tried that bit. It worked even better. So we improved our equipment. Okay, so we had to spend some money and improve our equipment. We put some markers on the reins because it was a little bit confusing. She was trying to figure out exactly how to keep it balanced because she'd be making them walk right or left because she thought she was pulling back, but she was really pulling right because she had the reins imbalanced. So we just put some tape markers on there so she could just know, hey, if I put my hand on that tape, boom, I know exactly that my hands are balanced. So part of it was visual, just a piece of tape. All right. Part of it was like actual equipment, getting a better bit that was a little bit more sensitive, that worked better for her with him because she's obviously not super strong at 8. So she didn't pull back as hard as an adult would. So we wanted a little more sensitive bit. And so what does that mean? Like sometimes we put markers on our charts to make it a little easier to see something, right? Sometimes we have to upgrade our equipment. Maybe we have to get a little faster computer. Or maybe we love our Macs, but it's time to get a PC for trading because that's what most trading tools are built in. As much as we don't want to, as much as we don't spend that money, as much as we may think that's stupid. Hey, do you want to win or not? Okay. We do. She does. So, what do? We went and dropped another $150 on a new bit. Okay. Very advanced little piece of metal. And then we check the equipment. Hey, is there the other equipment that we have? Is everything right? Are your resources clean? Do you have a bunch of other crap running on your computer? Is everything in the right spot? Do you have the right connections? Okay. You cleared your cache out, have you got rid of a bunch of junk temporary internet files? Do you make sure you don't have a antivirus program like Norton or McAfee running on like a high level processing power? Like I use ESET because ESET Technologies it's a great antivirus software, and it actually keeps itself at the bottom of your resource levels so it doesn't use up your resources, because all of a sudden if Norton kicks in, it could take over and cause your charts to lag. Okay. So making sure all the equipment's in the right place, that it doesn't mess you up, that it doesn't throw you off balance because all of a sudden your charts freeze up or this or that or whatever. And then what could you have done better? Did you lean in when you were did you add on more when you should have been taking profit, when you should have been stopping? Okay. Did you hold on instead of taking that profit and stopping and sitting up straight? Okay. Or did you just hold on when you should have been taking a loss? When you should have taken the loss earlier and just sat up and said, I'm done. Okay? So little things like that. What can I do better? And there has to be that I in there too. We can't just always make it about what went right or what went wrong that was someone else's fault. My computer sucks, or my software sucks, or the markers need to be better so it's easier for me to see, or okay, well, let's work on getting those things done. Those are things in your control. But also look at you, the thing that is ultimately in your control, and see what can you do to make your own trading better. All right, stay right there. We'll be back right after this break.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Technomental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Technomental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Technomental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
Trade with confidence and clarity while using the software that thousands of institutional traders rely on to make the best and most accurate decisions. Choose from 1,000 equities, currencies, and futures instruments utilizing the TAS architecture. As seen on Bloomberg terminals worldwide, the TAS Profile Scanner is a benchmark technical filtering system that thousands of traders rely on, and now you can too. For a limited time for TFNN subscribers only, we've reduced the price to just $97. That's over 75% off. John Logan hosted a special subscriber-only webinar in December, and you'll gain access to that archive as well, so you can learn exactly what the TAS Profile Scanner can do for you. Try this product out. No matter what you trade, the TAS Profile Scanner can help you make more informed trading decisions. There's no obligation to pay anything. Don't let this offer pass you by. Get your 30-day free trial to the TAS Profile Scanner today by signing up at TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
All right, folks, we're coming back here to the Diagnostic Trading Hour. And so we're just going through a few things. First part there, we went over just, a couple examples. I started off on the rodeo stuff. Some of y'all wondered where I was going, but I was hoping you picked up a few lessons in that process, trying to just help you really, really grasp and take hold of the importance of analysis on your trading that you do, okay? And not just like getting upset about things, but actually going, what can I learn from it? And the big thing is, what you don't do is you don't like spend hours mulking over it. Like you literally go, what can I do better? What not? If I can't think of anything right now, cool, move forward, go. You don't ever want to spend any time really looking backwards. Otherwise, you're going to miss the next event. I mean, if me and Felicity would have sat there for 3 hours and talked about that last run, she wouldn't have got in there and took 4th place on her first, barrel racing championship. And so, it's really, really important that we get all those different things going, and that we just don't let ourselves slow down at all. And she was very proud. She went to see Frozen on Ice that night. That was one of her big treats she didn't know she was going to get, and she wore her ribbon the entire time. Here's her with her mom, with my wife here, and she got that little whatever that snowman's name is. I forget. But anyway, so she would not take it off, and she just loved it. Here's their ribbons, taking the championship. Both of them, Judah got his ribbon for placing and lead along, and she got her ribbon for 4th place. And as you can tell, they're both just enjoying themselves like crazy. So, just some things to really, back up, think about, absorb, and don't let a bad trade get you down, but also don't let it, don't let the opportunity slip by at the end of your trading day to learn from it. Okay. I'm trying to see if there's anything else, any other little easy lessons I can pull out of this one. There's the peacock. They love those peacocks. But, anyways, so I know it's a little bit different, but sometimes the best trading lessons can come from just an example you can remember, visually in your head that you can, picture. Okay, and let's see here. What else do we got that I could bring up on that? Okay, I think I've sort of beaten that one. What else do we got going? Okay, so reminder, gold rolled this last weekend. Make sure you have rolled over your gold future contract if you're trading NADEX or if you're trading futures to the new month. And gold is currently on M5, so you should be on the June contract. Again, if you don't remember how to do that, you can always hop on over here to cmegroup.com. Okay. And let's see, on CME, let's go to trading. We can go to metals. We can scroll on down to gold. Click on the quotes, and you'll be able to see just the volume, and all the volumes right there in June. So you should be trading on June right now. NADEX says June in their contracts. If you're not trading NADEX, it doesn't matter. That's the liquid month. That's where you should be. Good Friday. Most markets are going to be closed. Okay. So just be aware of that. Like I said, don't pout. Enjoy it. Take it off. Okay. Here's the thing. Europe's going to be off. The U.S. is going to be off. Okay. They're taking off. Most of Europe's going to be closed on Monday. Okay. U.S. will be open on Monday. Why is this so important? It's important because a lot of the liquidity of the days that you're used to trading is going to be gone. So the markets are going to act in a different way. And so it can throw you off. Now, it can be great trading, like on FX spot that's still open. It can be horrible trading. Okay. So to me, it's a holiday. I as much as I'd love to make $10,000 on a holiday, I don't want to lose $10,000 on a holiday, right? So I want to enjoy my holiday, and I want to just enjoy my holiday. You become a trader to enjoy life, not to work holidays. So you're an addict, admit it, step away from the computer for a few days. And here on the CME's website, here on the right side, the bottom right, you can see the holiday calendar. Okay. So we can go down here. We can see, Good Friday and what's their schedule going to be, like the 2nd to the 6th. Thursday can have a regular close. They'll have a regular open at 1500. And then Friday, they're going to close at 8:15 in the morning. So they will be having trading overnight. And so 8:15 to 9:15 Central there, or 9:15 Eastern time. They'll be closing early on Friday at 2:15 instead of 4:15. Pardon me. Then they'll open back up at 5 o'clock on Sunday. So the various hours, they're a little bit by market, whether it's energies, metals, FX, interest rates, ags, lumber, like lumber, dairy, livestock. Those are all closed on Friday. And grain, all the grains, oilseed, MJEX products are closed out on Friday as well. Energies, metals are also closed out. Sorry. On Friday as well. Sneezing here. And then early close on the interest rate, FX, and equity products. Okay. If you go on over to nadex.com, just how do you find this holiday information out so you know it? And they ought to have a link at the bottom. Trying to figure out where it is. I just know. Yeah. Hours and holidays. It's right here on holidays. Monday, February 16th. Friday, April 3rd. Friday, April 3rd, they will be closed. Now, what happens is when there is a holiday, they treat that the day before that like a Friday. Okay, this is a little unique. Some of you may not be used to this, so just to go over it, let me just log into demo and show you what I mean. Got too many passwords. All right. Go over here. I'm going to go over to just an example, like Forex binaries. I'm going to look at the weeklies. Notice they close at 3 o'clock. Okay? On what date? April 2nd, not April 3rd. Okay, so tomorrow. Well, not tomorrow, but Thursday. So today's Tuesday. So on Thursday, they're going to close at 3 o'clock. That means you're not going to have 5-minute contracts trading till 5 and intradays trading till 5 and 4. Okay? Go to the US 500. It's closing at 4:15. On the, we're going to find the binaries. 1 second. We go the weekly, 4:15, but on Thursday. Okay? So the weeklies will shut down a little sooner. The, obviously intraday contracts won't have those like 4 o'clock and 5 o'clock expirations on FX. So basically when that weekly closes, that's when for that specific market, that's when all the other contracts will close too. So there won't be like a 5-minute and an intraday hourly going past that weekly expiration. So they treat Thursdays like they're a Friday if Friday is a holiday. I hope that makes sense. All right. So I hope you and your family have a wonderful Easter holiday weekend or, Resurrection Sunday weekend. So hope y'all really enjoy that. And I'm going over tomorrow night to my friends. He puts on a little Passover thing. We just go through and talk about it and everything, and he walks through it, and it's a lot of fun. But just we'll go through the old rituals. And, it's basically all the kids just hanging out and searching for matzah bread and all that stuff. And I'm not Jewish, but it's a lot of fun. And so he's real into it. We've been doing that for like 5 years now, and it's a great family time. And let's see, what do we got after that? We got 20-minute strangles. Last week on the show, I went in and I did a 20-minute strangle live on the show for you. And every once in a while, I sort of surprise you with those. We went in, we knocked out, we made a few $100 in about 15 minutes. A lot of you have been pretty excited about that. I've seen some questions. How do I do them? Should you be doing strangles for news trading? Since you're not sure what the direction the market will go. So should you go both ways? Okay, the answer is no, unless, like when I read out my news plan to you, I'm like, hey, this is a strangle, okay? Because it has to move far enough to pay for it, all right? The unique thing about these is we do these on the 20-minute contracts, okay? Which are on the U.S. indices on Nadex, the S&P 500, the NASDAQ, the Dow, and the Russell, okay? But we do them on the 20-minute contracts on Nadex, not 1 hour, 2 hour, all that stuff, just the 20-minute contracts. We do it on volatile days. I don't mean days where the market's flying up and flying down. I don't care if it's flying up and flying down, meaning like big up moves, big down moves. Don't really care. I care that it's moving fast. I don't care if it's in a 5-point range all day. I'm fine with that as long as there's a lot of volume up and a lot of volume down. And when I say a lot, I mean a lot more than normal, higher than expected volume is taking place. That's what I really, really want to happen out of that. So let me see here. So some of the examples. We got some of these over here. So notice I have volume exceeding expectations. So here's the yellow one. Here's the expected volume. And here's how much volume we have. And so I'm constantly exceeding it. And that's really, really big. I want to be like exceeding it more often than not. When it starts dropping down, I'm going to get a little bit nervous. I may miss out on a trade because I get nervous. But I guess the way to put it is I want to see the majority of the bars have exceeding volume. Volume exceeding expectations if I'm going to do a strangle. If it doesn't, probably looking at more doing butterflies. Okay, so those are just some really, really important tips. And so I expect it to basically maybe break out, but at least hit the range. And what's really important is I want to buy them like about $30. So $15 on each side, give or take a couple bucks. And I want to make sure the strike's inside the range because I want to take my profit before it breaks that range. All right. So that was just good tips for you there. We got James calling in from Texas. How's it going, James?
Hey, hi, Darrell. I was missing your first part of your show, and I was wondering, talked to you before. You have a term you use, but I can't remember it. One of the fellows in the morning talks about an inflection point. Your term is similar, but not exactly. What parameters are we?
The term you've heard hear me use would be deviation levels.
That's it. Thank you. Deviation. I'm going to write it down so I don't confuse myself.
Yeah, I use implied. You good old Texas boy, man. I use the deviations because based on my implied volatility instead of historic volatility. So basically, the options have they have that premium built in when they think the market's going to move, right?
Yeah.
So I want to look at how far the market says the market's going to move instead of how far the market has moved in the past. And so that's why they're so accurate.
So today's activity changed or negated your deviation levels? Or like today, I read up on a couple guys and they're very interesting. They talk about 2052 to 2058 to 2072 on the E-minis, and they were pretty accurate already. But
right, yeah. So your question is, so you're looking at E-minis, right?
Yeah, because I play the E-minis, and I use that as my reference point to my other activities.
All right, so let's check out the S&P.
Thank you for your help.
Oh, no problem. Thanks for calling in. Thanks for listening.
And I have a friend, he's Jewish too, and we do the same thing as you and your friend did to celebrate the holiday. It's a beautiful thing for the children, and it's good for culture for all humanity.
Yeah. Like I said, we're not even Jewish, but it's a lot of fun, and it teaches them about different cultures, and they get to run around searching for the matzah bread, and we get to drink a lot of wine, so that's obviously really good. So
you drinking that Manischewitz? Are you be drinking that Manischewitz?
Oh yeah. Drink after drink after drink after drink. So yeah, it's a lot.
Yes, well, but Manischewitz has its own special blend that really, really is delicious.
Oh, it's almost like grape juice, but it's better. But yeah, that's what we get. Manischewitz. Okay, is that how I pronounce it? Because I've always pronounced it Manischewitz, so I've probably been saying it the wrong way. Manischewitz, is that right?
You can trust me. It's Manischewitz.
All right, I do trust you, and yes, I have already bought like 4 bottles for tomorrow. So it'll be good stuff. Awesome. Stay right there. We'll look at the inflection points for you again on ES. We'll get right back. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
Yep.
You take a hands-on approach to managing your investment strategy. You're always looking for the next trading opportunity to magnify your perspective. Direction Shares connects sophisticated traders with a powerful array of ETFs from a wide range of asset classes. The markets may go up and down, and you want tools for both sides of the trade. Discover how we can help at DirectionShares.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction Shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction Shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction Shares at 800-851-0511. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors employing dynamic strategies. Investors in the fund should understand the consequences of seeking daily investment results, understand the risk of shorting, and intend to actively monitor and manage their investments. Distributor, Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
We're told to follow our passion and everything else will fall into place. I hope that's what each of you are doing each and every day. Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Money Master Show at TFNN.com, and my passion for technical analysis is what led me to the most fundamental discovery in pattern recognition, the Rhodes Momentum Indicator, market scanner, and trading strategy, a set of tools that identify the momentum and power of the trend, the likes of which have never been seen before, for every market and every time frame. Yes, folks, the trend is your friend, unless you're on the other side. New to technical analysis? This is the place to start. And experienced traders, take advantage of the trend like never before. Experience the power of the Rhodes Momentum Indicator each day, available to subscribers of my newsletter service, Mastering Probability. I guarantee your satisfaction for the next 30 days unconditionally, so there's no risk to you other than being on the wrong side of the trend. Mastering Probability, available on the homepage of TFNN.com. And folks, live with passion.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
Join David White as he keeps you up to date on the latest tech stocks while he uses his Power Law Vector Indicator to identify the best trades. The Power Trading Hour, next on TFNN.
All right, folks, welcome on back here to the Diagnostic Trading Hour. And James, are you still on the line?
I'm still here.
So we're talking about the inflection points, and basically we're looking at a 2075, 2065, 2061, and 2056 on the downside for ES. Okay? And so we can see, basically the settlement yesterday was 2075. It came down to 2065. It broke that 2061 area and then pulled right back up to 2065, and has just been oscillating in between 2075 and 2065 in that 10-point range pretty much the entire morning. So, and those are deviation levels for the basically, Ninja Trader. Yeah, so it's feeding into Ninja, and but yeah, we can pull them up on any level, and they're, like I said, it's pulled based on the implied volatility. So, and every once in a while, we got that big run last night because it was pretty crazy off of the Sunday market there when the market opened up, on Sunday, and then at 3 a.m. when Europe opened. I was long, all the indices. I was short silver. It was fantastic, and it just took off. And I was long every single indice, short silver, and I had some oil in there. Oil had just sort of flattened out, and I just closed those out. But I still don't know what happened. I tried to Monday morning quarterback it and figure it out. But man, when Europe opened, it was fantastic, and it gave me levels to look at, where to take profits at and things like that. But silver, came in here. I thing went down 1 and then 1.5 deviations is take profit 2. Notice how it pulled right back up to that one deviation level on 16.775 on Sunday. Came right back down to 16.65. So it gave you those, like, these are going to be all the support resistance levels that happen during the day. So you can trade between them very well.
Do you have any inflection points for gold?
Yeah, for gold, I've gone over, and I got them for 23,000 markets. So, and I need to update my contract on gold there. So do I have the new one? But looking on over that, gold looks like let's see. Well, this is not the right market, but it still went down half deviation, up half deviation. Let me go in and real quick before it wraps up. Tools, instrument manager, and I was trading silver. I wasn't trading gold, so let me pull that up and roll over my gold real quick. So right there it is. Right click, left click, done. And with that updated, I'll go back over here, choose the June contract. So it still worked on the Aprils, but now we'll pull up the Junes. June's basically the same thing. A little more volatility sometimes in those ones that are rolling over. But we had 1185, basically 1178, and 1192 for today.
Yeah.
So right in that area. Yesterday we said it'd go down to 1185, and that's pretty much where it ended. Went right down to it, and then oscillated right around that for the rest of the day. That was a one deviation move on the contract. So we got almost a deviation high to low today. So deviation high to low, pretty close to that because we went down and came back up. We didn't quite get a full deviation move out of the day, but it's still at least staying at the the inflection points there. So, and I'll even trade them on 10-minute bars. I mean, if you have,
I like 10-minute bars.
You throw 10-minute bars, you throw expected volume on there, you throw deviations on there, volume's exceeding, boom, breakout, go with it, tighten your stop. I've went through that whole 10-minute deviation method before, and it's a solid, simple, easy system. So probably one of the easiest ones that I have.
Hey, Darrell, just for a point of Manischewitz enjoyment, before you drink it, have a good sniff of it because it's really got a good palatable flavor.
Oh yeah, definitely.
A good nose palate.
you gotta have it coming in all senses.
Okay,
anyway, well, you have a great Passover and have a great week.
Okay, shalom.
Shalom. All right, y'all have an excellent week, everybody, and wish you the best. Talk to you on Thursday.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, oil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. You're watching Tiger TV.